Julia Gillard's Prime Ministership has been a collision of rarities. As Australia's first female Prime Minister and first unmarried leader, she steered the government through the country's first hung parliament in 60 years after a leadership struggle that resulted in the unprecedented removal of a first-term Prime Minister. The turbulence is reflected in the opinion polls commissioned by Fairfax and News Limited. The Nielsen figures are plotted in the dark blue and red and Newspoll in the lighter shades. Now, Ms Gillard's Prime Ministership began when she controversially took over from Kevin Rudd and ended a damaging stalemate over a mining profits tax. Labor's popularity initially soared, but those were to be the party's best days of the past year. Julia Gillard tried to capitalise, calling an election to seek a mandate. Instead, Labor lost 11 seats and it had to reach out to the Independents and the Greens to form a minority government. In the next 3 months, support for Labor lagged. There was political posturing about the Murray-Darling Basin plan and the big bank's interest rate rises. Then the Christmas Island boat tragedy highlighted the asylum seeker issue that still haunts Labor today. Labor's showpiece earlier this year was the carbon tax, one Julia Gillard promised not to bring in. And there are still big questions around her promises to settle uncertainty about the mining tax, asylum seekers and the carbon price. Questions about gay marriage and party reform continue to dog Labor, and those issues are on the agenda for the end of the year. Labor is now less popular than it was under Kevin Rudd, but until recently, Julia Gillard had come out in front as preferred Prime Minister. They say elections are the only polls that matter, but if the first 12 months is anything to go by, a year is a long time in politics.